Plants. Ta-da!
The Crinkle Leaf Plant. Welcome to Planet Plants. What a gorgeous succulent we have today. It's also known as
Key lime pie. And you can see why. Look at the coloration there. Beautiful lime green key lime pie kind of color. So yeah, makes sense. As you can see, this plant here has a few older leaves. And they're a little more faded, but generally that's the coloration. This one's actually grown into the pot a bit here, which is interesting. Almost like it's trying to stay out of the sun, but they actually like bright direct light.
very bright light, as bright as you can give it.
Yeah, they will do with intense moderate, and maybe you can survive them if or keep them alive if they don't have absolute direct light, as long as they have decent moderate intense light, but I don't think they're going to do well in a low light environment, so there's that.
Although when you propagate, as I have here, the light needs to be lessened just a bit and a little more diffuse.
Yeah, more like moderate indirect light for the propagation. And there's various ways to propagate. You want to go over a couple?
Well, we'll go over the first way, which is how we made this beauty. This guy originally had an arm sticking out.
A little fuzzy arm. Do you see that fuzzy trunk? Yeah, just an arm like that.
So another one of these coming out. So I just plunked it in the soil, and it's growing leaves in that moderate light environment.
Absolutely.
Of diffuse light. And
another way to do it
yeah,
is to just wiggle a leaf off and get it as close to the stem as possible. Get as much of that leaf matter off as you can. Let it callus for 2 or 3 days, and then lay it on the soil, the leaf stem end, and let it just kind of, sit in indirect moderate light, keep it moist, mist it, and it'll propagate. And then you can also grow it from seed, but that's difficult.
Although when it's grown up, as the mother is here, this likes dry. Let it dry out in between. In fact, I have mine again in the Planet Plants technique of making your space for
yeah,
air.
you want well draining soil, and yeah, they don't like that much moisture. In fact, you want to let them dry out really well in between watering, more than you would your average succulent even. So these ones really like it pretty dry.
Pretty dry and colder. They can go as low as, Brendan?
25 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's right.
And they'll survive 100 plus. And you can have these outdoors. Some people do. We have them as houseplants, obviously, but that is a possibility. If you do have them outdoors, they'll pretty much survive anything as long as you don't have them in a baking side of your house that's constant direct sun all the time. That would be bad. So they do want a little shade here and there.
Crinkle Leaf Plant.
And keep in mind, this plant is toxic to pets, both dogs and cats, and humans. So keep the little ones away and keep that in mind.
That pretty much sums it up. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.